Are we on? I think we're rolling. What's going on, guys? My name is Ted Patrick Baird. Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna help you guys out today by giving you 6 healthy options while traveling Kuala Lumpur. Let's get right into it. One of the malls I frequented the most was 𝗟𝗚𝗕𝗦. It was right next door to 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦, which was one of my favorite apartments I stayed at in Kuala Lumpur. And one of the restaurants that was featured in 𝗟𝗚𝗕𝗦 was Marinero. It's a Mediterranean restaurant that offers a wide variety of food, and my go-to lunch was the chicken 𝗟𝗪𝗧 plate. You had some nice Greek salad, some fresh pita, a little 𝗓𝗍𝗪 on the side, and perfectly marinated and grilled chicken skewers. The regular price for these chicken skewers was 45 ringgit, which came out to around $10.25. And for the lunch special, it got reduced to 39 ringgit, which was just around $9 US. I would go there for lunch, knock out some editing, and grab something to go so I could eat the chicken 𝗟𝗪𝗧 platter for dinner as well. The staff was really friendly. My guy 𝗓𝗘𝗓 from Bangladesh, he took care of me, always with a smile, always refilling the water before it got empty. Just really cool people. It was never really overwhelming with the amount of people there. There was room to spread out, and it was a great place to work from. And being that it's so protein rich with the chicken 𝗟𝗪𝗧, I was able to hit my protein targets for the day while eating at Marinero. Meals in Minutes was such a clutch finding in Malaysia. While I was shopping at 𝗟𝗕𝗢𝗧𝗦, the location that's in the basement of 𝗟𝗚𝗕𝗦, I went to the freezer section and I found these prepared meals. In the United States, a lot of frozen meals have a lot of additives, a lot of preservatives, and a lot of sodium. I was looking at the ingredients and there was nothing that was alarming. There was no preservatives or any additives. They offer a lot of frozen meals that have very few ingredients and really promote a clean eating lifestyle. While you're traveling Kuala Lumpur as an expat, you're not gonna wanna buy pots and pans or spices and groceries that you may or may not use. It can add up and get expensive. I loaded up a lot on these frozen items where I could just sous vide them and I'd have a tasty gourmet meal in a matter of minutes. My go-to meal was the rosemary thyme chicken. It was cooked to perfection, and because it's sous vide, you don't have to worry about overcooking it. You just quickly boil it and it's good to go. I paired that up with the truffled mashed potatoes that came with this delicious butter that you can put on top of it, and that was my meal. Easy, clean. Everything is certified halal, so there's no growth hormones, there's no blood in the meat, so you're just paying strictly for pure chicken on the protein side of things. Boost is like the Australian version of Jamba Juice. This place was such a treat. It's really popular within all the different malls of Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur specifically. It's very easy to find a Boost juicery around. And what I did was I always added protein powder to my drink so I could make sure that I was hitting my daily protein targets. And then this way you can have a meal on the go and you don't have to worry about not getting your protein intake for the day. They do sell these protein balls that have around 30 grams of protein. I did the research on it, and despite it saying that it's a protein ball and a protein snack, it only has 5 grams of protein in it. The one issue I have with Boost Juice is that a lot of their smoothies, majority of them, do not come already with whey protein. So by adding that whey protein into your drink, it increases the volume of the drink. So when they go ahead and pour that drink into the cup, there is a little bit extra that they end up throwing out. And because you don't get the full volume of what they prepared, you're gonna be losing some protein while drinking your smoothie. So although this isn't really a super high protein source, it is a good option if you have nothing to eat and you really need a source of protein on the road. You can definitely stop by Boost and get a protein-enriched smoothie. In the States, a protein smoothie like this would cost around $9 to $12 US, but in Malaysia, a boost smoothie is gonna cost you around $3 to $4 and that's including the protein. It was interesting because they had a for hire sign outside Boost Juicery, and the average hourly wage for somebody that's working at a Boost Juicery is around $2. So even though it may be inexpensive for Westerners or people that make money in a powerful currency, it is considered a luxury if you are a local Malaysian or somebody who makes ringgit. The best way to ensure that you're hitting your protein targets is to eat breakfast at home. This is one of the best ways because you can really control how much protein you are putting in your body. What I did on a regular basis was I fried up 5 eggs, scrambled, no oil, no butter, and I paired that up with the 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 that I got from 𝗪𝗂𝗧 or whatever grocery store you go to. The chocolate protein shake mixed with 5 eggs, that is 60 grams of protein. I'm already about 1/3 of the way to my protein target for the day, so I know that if I'm out and about and I have to grab things on the go, I don't have to make up a lot of those protein targets because I got such a good head start in the morning. The reason why eating a high protein breakfast is a great way to start your day is because it doesn't spike your insulin. When you're spiking your insulin, you can experience these crashes where you feel very lethargic and you just want to lay down. Think about when you eat like a heavy Italian meal with a lot of pasta, a lot of carbs. 30 minutes after that, you just want to take a nap and fall asleep. But if you're eating a lot of protein with your carbs and fats, it delays that insulin resistance and it causes you to have a more sustained level of energy. I am a huge fan of grilled meat, and it was such a treat that one of Malaysia's national dishes is chicken satay. And what makes Malaysian satay different from Thailand or other, Middle Eastern regions is the marinade. They like a little sweetness with the brown sugar, and they mix that with plenty of turmeric and lemongrass. You get this really sweet and tangy combination, and then you have the charcoal grill to pump in all that flavor, and it's just one of the best things that you can eat in Malaysia. And it's one of the most affordable things you can eat in Malaysia because there's so many satay stands at a lot of different markets. If you stay in Bukit Bintang or 𝗟𝗘𝗧 or KLCC. KLCC might be a little bit more touristy, so it might be more expensive. I went to local street vendors in 𝗟𝗘𝗧 and they were selling chicken satay for about 1.5 ringgits. On average, for about 15 ringgit, you could get 10 freshly cooked chicken satay. And that's pure protein. Yes, there'll be a little bit of sugar in the marinade, so that'll add to your carbs. But for the most part, you're eating pure protein. That protein is gonna fill you up and it's gonna be harder to overeat. You can easily overeat carbs and fats because they're just so easy and tasty to eat, but it's really hard to overeat on protein because it's very satiating. One more bougie place I bought my chicken satay from was from Uncle Don's, which was in the Quill City Mall right next to the Colony, which I stayed at majority of my time in Malaysia. This place was on the more expensive side, but I liked that it wasn't as sweet as the street vendors and it was very consistent. It was pricier. It was about 19 ringgit for a serving, and I believe servings came around like 6 or 7 chicken skewers. So when I felt like I was balling on a budget, I would hit the street markets and save some money. But when I had a little bit of extra money, I would go hit up Uncle Don's and splurge on the beautiful chicken satay skewers. 𝗟𝗘𝗢𝗪 was a complete surprise for me. I was getting my hair cut at Kingsman Barbershop. Shout out to my guy Sam. He's a Syrian refugee who came to Kuala Lumpur and founded 2 barbershops and really paved the way for himself as an entrepreneur in Kuala Lumpur. I'll leave his information in the bio. Definitely hit him up for a fresh cut if you're in Kuala Lumpur. After I got a haircut from Kingsman, I was hungry and I went down to the basement and they had a 𝗟𝗘𝗢𝗪. And this is like evergreens and sweet green in the United States. However, you're not gonna pay $20 for a salad Most of their salads were around $7 to $8 US. 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦 was founded in 2014 in Kuala Lumpur, and I love their philosophy. They're trying to provide expats and locals with a healthy alternative to fight obesity and other chronic diseases. So they use fresh greens sourced locally. They have awesome protein sources. It's very tasty. They have the salad dressings that you can throw on there, and it's completely customizable. Based on your hunger level, you can pick the sizing of food that suits your needs. I usually would grab one, eat one there, and then take one later for dinner so I can have some healthy food on demand so I didn't have to worry about running around town. My go-to was just getting the romaine lettuce with some grapefruit, maybe some celery, some other vegetables on top, the balsamic vinaigrette, and I would get double servings of chicken because that would make the protein total for the salad around 37 grams of protein. 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦 was my oasis to kind of detox from all the greasy, grimy food that I was eating. No offense, but it helped really refresh me and nourish my soul so I could be, hitting good workouts, having enough energy to run around and film all these videos. So it was definitely a huge benefit to have 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦 around. So there you go, guys. Hopefully these tips will help you eat cleaner in Kuala Lumpur. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Be yourself and you'll make a difference. Peace.